I'm Chris Algieri, the undefeated WBO light welterweight champion of the world in boxing. I train at Belmore Kickboxing Academy in Belmore. I've been over here with Keith Trimble for about 10 years now. My goal in boxing is always to be a world champion. You know, I've done that now. I'm an undefeated world champion. I'm currently the only world champion from New York, but I want more. We got the fight with Manny Pacquiao coming up. I'm looking to start a new era in boxing. It's my time. It's time for a new era in boxing. There needs to be more young champions who are taking chances and fighting the best. My style of boxing is I use a master boxer style where I control the ring, use something called ring generalship to control the space within the ring, and utilize my jab to lead and control my opponent so I can land my most effective technique. I had 20 professional kickboxing fights. I was a two-time undefeated world champion. I've always been a guy who's been on the fast track, so I was fighting way more experienced fighters, even in my second professional fight. My pro kickboxing debut, I was 19 years old. I was fighting a guy who was 37, and he had over 40 pro fights at the time. I was always a boxing fan. You know, as a kid, I used to watch fights with my grandfather. That led me to boxing. I've always been a guy who's kind of just been, you know, really, really pushing the limit and trying to fight the best around me. I've spent my entire boxing and kickboxing career living at home with my family, my parents, my brother. It's been a great support structure for me. I know it's been very difficult for them. Their flesh and blood is fighting. Fight night for them is very difficult because it is a very dangerous sport and they know I could get hurt in there. I've had a couple of bad injuries, one of which was being my last fight when I won the world title from Ruslan Pavatnikov. I caught a left hook in the first round and my eye swelled shut almost immediately, and I had to deal with badly swollen closed eye for about 11 and a half rounds. A lot of times you don't feel pain in the ring, but that was a painful one. But you know, I had to dig deep and come out and do what I had to do and stick to my strategy and win the fight. I'm an educated champion. I train year-round. I'm also a guy who's willing to fight anyone. All the discipline, all the sacrifice I've taken, all the hard work, my family, they understand where I'm coming from and why I want it so bad.
When I'm about 21, I can be a world champion.
On July the 14th, 2007, Amir Khan was crowned lightweight champion of the Commonwealth at the age of just 20.
Cheers, thanks very much.
His victory over Willie Limond was the 13th running of Khan's fledgling pro career. It was hard-earned. British boxing's greatest young hope had been required to dig deeper than ever before. Limond had knocked Khan down in round 6. He'd exposed a rawness, a tactical naivety. But Amir's recovery had underlined his explosive talent and his unwavering self-belief.
Youngest world champion, that's what I'm aiming for, you know what I mean? It's my ambition being the youngest world champion.
Some urge caution. Amir Khan has always been a fighter in a hurry. At 17, Amir Khan won Britain's only boxing medal at the Athens Olympics. 9 months later, the boy from Bolton was set to become a legend in more than just his own living room.
I made you a brew now, so you're all right.
A hyperactive child, Amir had been introduced to boxing at 8 by his father Shah, aware his son needed a focus for his special energy.
This is just a small collection of his trophies. This is the medal from Mathens, the silver medal.
You see, we're at a haircut shop. It's called Cool Cuts.
At that age, 17-year-old going there, and what he did was incredible, you know. We, in the back of our mind, we always thought he's capable of bringing something back from Athens.
I have to pass my driving. All my friends are driving about in nice cars and everything else, and I have to walk or catch the bike or the bus. I want a Porsche 911 turbo, innit? Just before I'm world champion.
Before?
Oh no, I think when I'm world champion I should go it.
Amir looks at it and he said it should have been a goal, really.
This is our local takeaway, this is. That's where I got all my food from and stuff.
The chippy?
The unhealthy food, yeah. Sometimes I have to treat myself now and then.
He's like a role model to everybody, really. You know, our community, Asian community. What he's achieved, I mean, obviously he's achieved for Great Britain, you know, and he's proud of that. That silver medal he brought back. And we're all proud of it.
Best haircut you give me, man.
My name's Jack.
Yeah, Jack. Hey, Jack, how you doing? You all right? Good lads. How you doing, mate? How you doing, mate? You all right?
With his boys, with his fans, with everything to him.
With his boys from school, going...
Only the exceptional Mario Kindelan, a double Olympic champion, had denied Khan gold in Athens. In 3 days, Amir would face the Cuban in a rematch. The sport of boxing was a back-page lead again. The question was, would it be Amir's last fight as an amateur?
What I think the public don't understand is a normal human lad. He's not God, he's a boxer. He's got the talent and he works hard at it. It's like anything, don't matter how much talent you've got, if you don't put the work into it, you don't become a champion.
Mick Jelly had masterminded Amir's rise from area champion to Olympic final.
You start off on balls and
He prepared him for Kindelan, unsure if this would be their final week together.
I've had a few lads turn professional. Never advised them to turn professional. Yes.
Do it.
Do it. Do it. Because he's won the lottery.
It was a big decision, you know what I mean? Turning professional from the amateurs, because I love the amateurs. It was about not going to the next Olympics. They said to me, look, so why don't you wait for 4 years and win the gold medal? Whereas I know I can, in 4 years' time as a professional, I can be a world champion.
Amir's amateur grant added up to 300 quid a week. The suitors for his pro signature formed a queue with blank cheques.
There's offers around the world.
Give me some names.
Can't give you names.
De La Hoya? Golden Boy Promotions made an offer to you, is that right?
We've had a few, you know what I mean, of a lot of people. And we just sat down, and it was a big decision, you know what I mean? About a lot of people wanted us to go to America and fight there, but I don't want to do that, you know what I mean? I want to set the base in England first.
The night before the Kindelan fight, Amir signed professional terms with Frank Warren.
I knew the downfalls in the amateurs. I could break a hand a week before the Olympic Games. What's going to happen then? Every time I box, they shout, what do you shout, is it?
If anyone can, Khan can. Who's the man? Khan's the man.
He's ready. He's ready.
Hello, good evening. It has been a while, but ITV Sport is back in the ring. And what a comeback.
The future just couldn't be brighter for this young man.
He's away.
Everything had been a bonus in Athens. On his final night as an amateur, Khan needed to make a winning impression.
Khan getting in close with a good flurry towards the end of this round. Don't switch off now. Now's the danger. He's hunting him. He's stepping up the pace. He's scored with a good right hand as Khan. He caught him with a great shot there. 18-year-old Amir Khan dethrones a legend.
For the red corner,
Easy than before, man. I had a harder spar last week.
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Oh, I think I should get the gold medal now, innit? No, Kindelan deserves a gold medal then, but I think I beat the best in the world, and no one can take that away from me now.
There's nothing left for him. There's absolutely nothing left for him in the amateur game. His ultimate was to beat Mario Kendall, and if he hadn't beat him tonight, there was a possibility he might have gone to Cuba. But I think now there's nothing there for him, I think.
We've done everything in the amateur game now. It's time to turn professional now.
Mario, campeón del mundo.
Seguro. Si ya me ganó a mí, le gano a cualquiera.
I think he says you're going to be champion of the world.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
It's time to become a world champion, become a legend, just like Muhammad Ali, and go to Las Vegas now and box the best.
First things first, the raw surroundings of a Salford gym would be Amir's place of work. Oliver Harrison would be his coach. The first date had been made. In a month, Khan would become the youngest Olympic medalist to make his pro debut.
Train every day now. I do longer rounds, spar more, and do a lot more pads. So it's like a job for me now.
At the end of his time in the amateurs, Amir was a fighter to be dodged. Now it was the opposite. The experienced David Bailey had been given the prized fight.
How many percent stronger is Amir Khan?
Another 50.
You're kidding me.
So yeah, a lot stronger. I remember sparring with my opponent, one of my old sparring partners, and he said, he's punching a lot harder. So yeah, it shows.
His style wasn't conducive to professional boxing in that he was more of a sort of a fencer, in and out, very fast hands, had explosive power, but really depended on speed. But I always felt that he had the ability to learn things very quickly. You know, athletic intelligence allows you to do that.